Hey there, Spartan Nation. So happy Monday. You have no warning that I was coming in today because actually my plan was to come in this morning. But I tell you what, I have been deep into doing some planning calendars for you. And those of you that know me know I'm not. It's not that I'm technology challenged. I'm just not technology quick. So I've been working, and it's probably taken me a little bit longer than maybe it would someone else who's a little bit more technologically quick. But I've got some planning calendars for you, something that I hope will help you plan and get us on the same page for the next couple months. And I will be working on December, but swear to you, I've had my face in a screen since about 7:30 a.m. this morning, between working out, between calls, between working on these calendars, between all the things. I will work on December's calendar soon. It will just probably not be today. So I'm going to show you what I've got here. Hopefully, let's see here. We'll go desktop and okay. So I'm hopeful you can see this. I am going to look on my phone in Facebook just to let me know if you can see this calendar. So if you can see this calendar, let me know in the comments, please. And I know it'll take a minute. There's always like a lag time. So if you can see this calendar, please let me know in the comments. Yes, you can see it. All right. Yay. Woohoo. Okay. I can't see your comments because I'm on Zoom streaming live into Facebook. And the reason why I did that is so that I could share this with you, so that I could share this calendar with you. So here's where we are. I don't know that I can make this any bigger. So I will be downloading these into the team page, but this is what I've been working on all day today. And this is what I hope will get us on the same page and also give you a broader view. Now, we know that I do the weekly calendars every week, and I do those like on Fridays or Saturdays and kind of look ahead just for the week, because sometimes it's a crazy time of year and it's just a crazy year. So sometimes it's helpful to just have, this is what I need to focus on for the week. Sometimes it's helpful to think, this is what I need to focus on today. I totally understand that. But there's also something to be said, especially in this business, for understanding what's coming, because the challenge that I hear the most is, I don't know what to post. I don't know what to talk about. Some of you have that super dialed in and it's not ever a problem for you. Others, you're like, I just don't even know what to post. Or we get to a launch day and you're just now starting to talk about a program. So what I want to give you is a little bit of an overview as to what's happening, what's coming. And I did just get a few key dates for 2021 as well that I haven't had a chance to add on to here, but I might share with you just verbally and you can write them down. So I have not debuted this yet, but we will debut this later in the week. At the very top of this calendar, you can see the Diamonds to Disney graphic. That Diamonds to Disney graphic has all the qualifications for the trip on it. And as you know, when we turn the key from 2020 to 2021, that is our team focus. And my hope is, whether you are my personally sponsored coach or you're a personally sponsored coach of one of my personally sponsored coaches, or you are 25 levels down in the team, who cares? I am hoping that you will use this trip as a launch of sorts. Think of it like a program launch, like a product launch. Get on board and get behind it and use it to launch your business, no matter where you are in this entire team. Because you will, if you're messaging this and you're messaging that this is what we do as a team, we take trips, it's community. How much have you needed community this year? I'm guessing a lot. I know I have. How much is that need going to continue into next year? Probably a lot. And if we are messaging to our community that they have a place that they can join us, you have a safe space that they can join us, we're going to help them dial in their health and fitness. And we're going to go to Disneyland to celebrate when we hit some big goals. You're going to attract some workers to your team if you're messaging that. So I'm hoping that everyone is messaging that and you're using this trip to Disney as a product launch, as a program launch, as something that will launch your business and give you something to talk about this entire year, starting now into 2021. So those qualifications will be at the top of every calendar from now on. And yes, you will get a graphic with those qualifications. You'll get that graphic, as a matter of fact, so you know exactly how to qualify. And then if you are 25 levels down from me, you know how you might want to structure your trip to get your coaches to Disneyland. So when we go in 2022, it's a freaking Sparta Nation takeover. It is a Sparta Nation takeover. All right. So this is not, none of this is like, well, only Julie's coaches are going. Hi, all of you are my coaches. So all of you get to go and all of you can use this trip as an incentive to galvanize your teams. Use it as a launch. Use it as a launch. I'll get the exact qualification dates for you before the end of the year. They just haven't released to us the exact Q3 dates. But as soon as I know those, so the Q3 2021 dates, I will let you know. As you can see on this calendar for October. So today, of course, was the customer launch for 30-Day Breakaway. I'm absolutely loving this program. We have our Slay Squad call tonight, and Coach Nikki Whiting, who's down in Louisville, not very far from us, is doing a leadership recap. So whether you attended or not, what a beautiful opportunity to learn about all the announcements, the speakers, the takeaways from leadership over the past 4 or 5 days. Then on Saturdays now, we have Turbo Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Of course, that's open to you as a coach. And then going into, what do I have down here? Okay, so this is something that I want to talk to you about too. Is it hard for you to see? I don't know that I can make it any bigger. Let me see. Also, yay! I hope that helped you because it really helped me. So at the end of October, so we've got Halloween. At the end of October, I'm going to market to a couple different concepts within Project 100. Project 100 is my ongoing group that is all the way through December 31st. And I want you to think of Project 100 almost as a transparent overlay. It is just laying over the top of everything else I do. It's laying over the top of people that come in with 30-Day Breakaway. It's laying over the top of people that might come in with 9-Week Control Freak. It's just this transparent overlay that's going over everything else that I do. It's the theme for my group, one group from now till the end of December. From now to the end of December, I'm running one group. I will run one group starting in January around 9-Week Control Freak. At the end of October, as we close in on 60 days left in the year, I'm going to start to market to that as well. I'm just going to call it Keep It Simple 60. Again, I'm not marketing to a specific program. I'm marketing to get people into our ecosystem, get them dialed into their health and fitness because we know that's going to help them feel better, get them in with a plan, get them in with some simple habits and actions that they can take every single day. Simple, simple, simple. And I'm just going to call 60 days left at the end of 2020. Keep it simple 60. Come on in with us. I'm going to hook them up with whatever program works for them, along with either Shakeology or the Performance Line. But it's just another way for me to talk about come and join us. And it's another way for me to help people understand that the time is ticking. What are we waiting for? There's no right time. There's only time, just time. So we might as well use it, leverage it, not be waiting till January 1st. So starting that last week of October, I'm going to be talking about this idea of Keep It Simple 60, coming into my Project 100 group with a program, with products, whatever works for you. I'm going to be talking about Project 100. I'm going to continue to talk about that. And then I'll be talking about the Peppermint Mocha launch. You all know how I feel about pumpkin spice, but I know there are so many of you out there who feel the same way about peppermint mocha. So we need to be talking about that because, again, nobody knows about that unless we tell them. We assume everybody knows about it because we know about it. Nobody knows about it unless we tell them. So the last week of October, I'm going to be talking about all of that on my social media. Note, I'm not waiting till November 2nd to talk about the launch of Peppermint Mocha. because it's seasonal, it's limited. We don't know how many days it'll last, how much supply we have. So I'm going to be talking about it the week before. I'm going to be talking about it in terms of, maybe you eat too much candy on Halloween, although I have no idea what Halloween will even look like this year, getting them back on track with Shakeology, something that tastes like a fun, frothy holiday drink. So that's my marketing plan. And I'm sharing that with you. We've got a 30-day breakaway customer launch today. We've got the Slay Squad calls. And again, those Slay Squad calls, what a cool piece to share with people outside. The feeling that I always had, the question that I always had when I was a new coach was, what the heck do I do as a coach? And the longer we are a team in this business, the more we continue to answer that question, right? The more tools we have, the more resources we have, the more we answer that question for people. Well, no doubt, even 12 years in, there are people out there watching us going, well, what the heck do I do as a coach? And how do you know how to do all this stuff? Just sharing with someone that we have these Monday night calls and that it provides community and guidance and mentorship and learning and ways for us to be successful in the business. Just sharing that with people might help answer that question for someone who was like me out there thinking, well, I have no idea what to do as a coach. So make sure you're sharing our team calls and our team opportunities as well. Make sure that when you show up for Turbo Saturday, you're sharing that as well, because that's a huge perk. Some of you did that this past Saturday, and I was like, yes, it's a huge perk for you as this team that you get Turbo Saturday. And there's a lot of people out there who would like to be taking a live class, and you get to and share that and get them into the team with that perk as well. And then the last week of October, we're starting to talk about Peppermint Mocha, and I'm giving you the verbiage that I'm using. This is not a new group. I'm not making a new group. I'm just calling it Keep It Simple 60. Come on into Project 100 in these last 60 days of the year. Keep it simple 60. Let's hook you up with products and programs. And I'm just giving it a little different verbiage. It's not a new group. It's still Project 100. It's still Beachbody On Demand, Shakeology, Performance Line, whatever. I'm just reminding them with that title and with that verbiage that there's only 60 days left in the year. So that's October. Okay, I'm going to take a breath for a second and just to see if there's any questions. I don't know that I can see. Does anyone have, I know I didn't give you any, I gave you no warning. So there might not be very many people on right now, but that's okay. That's why I do it live in here so that it can live here. Okay, perfect. Yep. Keep it simple 60. Oh my gosh. Right. Aren't the Slay Squad calls are so good. They're so good. Okay. Keeping moving. So after October, what do we have? We have November. Okay, so again, there's the Diamonds to Disney graphic, which will be its own graphic, and I will get to you. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about trying to squint and see that little tiny graphic, but that is going to be on every calendar from now on because it needs to be your constant reminder of what you're working towards. Again, it's our launch. It's our catalyst. It's how we're galvanizing our team. It's how we're creating momentum. It's how I'm branding everything around next year that we're going to freaking Disneyland, because after 2020 and hopefully as we get into 2021, we'll be able to travel more. And my biggest fear was to try to schedule something either even this year or at the first part of next year and have it be canceled. That was my biggest fear because y'all, we've had enough stuff canceled, haven't we? We've had enough stuff canceled. And I've had enough of going places and feeling uncomfortable about being there, having that weird kind of wonky feeling like, should I be here? As a matter of fact, we just canceled our Disney cruise and our trip to Disney in December. I'm super uncomfortable with doing that, with going there. I don't think it's time yet to do that. And I didn't feel right about it. I didn't want to be on a cruise ship with a mask on. And I didn't want to schedule a team trip till I was much more sure that it wouldn't get canceled. I didn't want anything else in your life to get canceled. We've all had that. So hence, that's why the trip is in 2022, but it's also why we're going to be talking about it all during 2021, because you got to qualify for it in 2021, which means by this time next year, by leadership, next year by Leadership 2021, I'll already know who's going on the trip. I'll already have bought park tickets. I'll already be booking rooms. I'll already know all that stuff. We'll already know the dates of when we're going. So it's kind of a big deal. Yeah. The time's going to be here and we're going to be able to be planning this trip. Okay. So we get into November. And then of course on November 2nd, we've got Peppermint Mocha launch. Again, just keep it simple. 60 days left in the year. I'm just going to be talking about that, reminding people there are only 60 days left in the year. There's no right time. There's only time. And come on into Project 100 and join us for these last 60 days. Keep it super simple. Then we've got the Slay Squad call that night. Tuesday, of course, big day. Everybody's voting. I did not put on here, but I should, that the 5th is my birthday. So, maybe that should be on our team calendar as well. It will be super Scorpio season, baby. I mean, I am the definition of a Scorpio. Then on Saturday, November 7th, we have Super Saturday. We don't have a ton of details about that yet, but we do know the date, and we'll just keep our eyes and ears open for more information coming out about that. And a fun little fact about that, when we started Super Saturday all those years and years and years ago, it was just here in Indiana, it was just a Spartanation event. That's it. It was me booking a room at a golf club across from my house, and about 40 people showed up. I wrote a check to rent a room. About 40 people showed up, and it was a Spartanation Super Saturday event. It was not the big Super Saturday events that we see now. That's pretty cool how much it's grown. So that is Saturday, November 7th, Super Saturday. More details to come about that. Then you can see November 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. We have Spartanation Coach 411 in the private Facebook group. So Rebecca is our point person for that, along with Joy and along with Jen. And we're recruiting some other amazing coaches to be a part of that as well. That takes place in a private Facebook group. And that is what other coaches might call a sneak peek or a behind the scenes or whatever. And we're just calling it our Coach 411 because that's what it is. Information for coaches to learn about coaching if they want to be a coach, to get their questions answered. And the live videos that the 3 did the last time we did, just last week, so good, so good. So proud of all of you for taking the reins on that and organizing that. So that happens the 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. Think about this, Spartan Nation. If you have a coach info group happening the 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, when are you inviting to that? You're inviting it during the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. You're inviting them to it while they're buying their Peppermint Mocha. You're inviting them to it, especially after Super Saturday. My goodness, when you're talking about this event and you're talking about how good you feel afterwards, and you're inviting them to learn more about it. It is a Facebook group where they can simply be in there watching live videos and learning more about it. So that happens that 2nd week of November. Then we get to November 16th, and that there are 45 days left now in the year. So I just thought, okay, well, let's just call it Finish Strong 45. And again, same group. I have not started a new bod group. I've done nothing different. All I've done is just sort of change up my verbiage a little bit. Now I'm reminding people there's only 45 days left in 2020. What are we waiting for? There's no perfect time. There's only time. Now I'm just calling it Finish Strong 45. So maybe if I didn't capture someone's interest with Keep It Simple 60, I'm going to grab now they're like, oh crap, now there's only 45 days left. Okay, cool. It's still the Project 100 group. It's still come in with a program on Beachbody On Demand, choose your Shakeology, your performance sign, track your habits, do your personal development, use the track. It's still all the things. I'm just kind of jazzing it up a little bit with Finish Strong 45. So they're reminded there's only 45 days left in the year. November 19th, it's a big day. Big day. That is the day we lock in ranks for end of year, which means those of you who are trying to get to New Leader Conference, and I know there are several of you, you have to have that diamond in place. You have to start 1-star qualifications by November 19th. November 19th. So that's a big day on our calendars. November 19th, end of year, locking in ranks. If you are shooting for elite, you're shooting for premier, those coaches that you need to get to diamond, you need to help them get to diamond for those big team achievements. They've got to lock in those ranks. November 19th. So that's why it's a big day. We've got, I do not have Turbo Saturday on Saturday the 7th right now because I just don't know what the schedule is for Super Saturday, but we'll see. We'll play around with that. We've got Turbo Saturday the 14th, the 21st, the 28th. Slay Squad calls, of course, every Monday. Then we've got two things starting the very last couple days of November. A couple things that are brand new to the team. I'd like to do a 9-week Control Freak free Facebook group. We're going to have the sample workout. I'd like to do a little 5-day free Facebook group where people can access the sample workout and we do the sample workout. Maybe we do a live sample workout and we talk about it and we pub it up, and it just becomes a great promo tool and a launch tool, if you will, for our team so people can learn more about it. All free. Just come on in, do the workout, get access to the workout. Of course, they cannot be coaches. They need to be new people, but they might be your customers, and they could bring into that free Facebook group, and they could do the 9-week Control Freak, because 9-week Control Freak will be your December mover. It will be what determines your January, how much you plug into 9-week Control Freak in December. And then that week, we also start Sparta School. So let's say someone joined our team November 11th in Coach 411. Guess what? Right away, they get to start Sparta School and learn the basics, the fundamentals, the foundational behaviors of being a coach. So hold on, just let me shut this door because I hear Jesse coming home. Okay, I don't really have it's a sliding door. It's not really a door. I have no privacy in my house except in my closet. I'm just shutting that a little bit so she knows I'm on a video. So that's going to happen they'll both start November 30th. So actually that week is December. I just don't have the December calendar done yet. So let me go back up here to October. Here's where we are, the 19th, with a launch, customers, and then knowing what we can be talking about that last week of October. And then we get into Peppermint Mocha launch. We get into 9-week Control Freak. We get into lots of things. November's a big, big month. November's a big, big month. Do you know when Success in November starts? Oh, yeah, maybe right back here. Success in November does not start here, November 1st. It starts now. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, 5 weeks to lock in your ranks for end of year. You've got some weeks to start talking about 9-week Control Freak. You could run, this is probably what I'll do too, is as I'm bringing people in for this Keep It Simple 60, I'm probably just going to do another round of 30-day breakaway because I think it's such an amazing program with the lifting and the cardio. I'll probably do another round of that, maybe sprinkle it in with some autumn stuff as we prepare, but we can do, so here's where I've started my December. So it's not done yet, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there. We're going to focus right here on the next 6 or so weeks. So any questions, drop them in the comments, and I will put these files in the team page as well, and we'll just continue to talk about them. I'll come back in later this week, and I've got more dates to share with you along with the Diamonds to Disney graphic. So I'll look. We'll see what I will try to give you a little bit more warning. I'd hope to get this done this morning, but my lack of technological quickness held me up. So here we are. But I will come back in. We'll talk about dates in 2020, 2021. We'll talk about Diamonds to Disney. I'll go over this calendar again. And whatever I can do to help you, just get on the same page, get super focused, clear away the dust, the smog, the fog, all the stuff that doesn't really matter, and stay super focused on your goals. That's what I'm here to do. All right. So drop your questions in the comments on Facebook. I don't know if I recorded it. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't usually go live on Facebook via Zoom, but it'll be here, and I'll pull it off here, put it on YouTube, and I can send it out that way. Okay, cool. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.